Oh hi, I'm Don Lancaster, and I'm happy to talk to you about super children and you. Now you might be wondering what super children are, and I'm happy to tell you over the course of 5 fun-filled super 5 minutes.
This is Josh. Josh is a superchild, and he has what we call superchild syndrome. Superchild syndrome makes the sufferer, usually a child, hence the name superchild, good at most things they try, and usually mastering them in the first moments that they try them. Their only downfall is that usually the children are a bit of a weirdo. One of Josh's main passions is running, as shown here where he runs against this former gold medal Algerian Olympian. He clearly takes the race. Now we set up an experiment to show you his talent. Josh has never played the guitar before, I remind you.
I'm just about to meet David Birkins, a local scientist who is about to explain to me what exactly a superchild is. Now David, I don't know too much about SS, but I know a little. Could you explain to me a little more about SS?
SS, or super children syndrome as they call it, is a fascinating disorder of the brain. It allows the people that have it to pick up any object or a musical instrument almost instantaneously, and they can play that instrument. They can to disassemble that object into bits. They can reassemble it within seconds. They start off young. You notice it almost immediately. Their brilliance, their intellect. They're also very socially retarded, as one were, almost as so much so as a Star Wars fan. That's a personal joke.
Yeah, super children today.
Super children today, well, the sad thing is because super children get about as much as Jabba the Hutt, there's not a lot of reproducing going on and the passing on of this gene. The problem that most super children have is their ineptness. They can't interact with the female or male counterpart. They don't know about sexual organs. We can't actually extract semen out of them. They won't have a bar of it. They don't like anal, intervention, so we can't pass on that gene.
Famous super children.
Oh, there's been many. The likes of Julius Caesar, Leonardo da Vinci, Shania Twain, the Bee Gee Boys, the Beastie Boys, the Monkees, the Funky Monkeys.
Peter Vogel?
No. Bill Clinton.
And what do children do for us? What do they?
Oh, well, you see, they've got this fascinating ability. They've got a pituitary gland that works down into a hibiscus gland in their body. They actually breathe in pure carbon emissions from fossil fuels or, grandparents farting. And they exclude pure oxygen back into our atmosphere, and what this gives us about the reproduction rate of oxygen to carbon emissions of 40 rainforests per super child. So we really do need them to save our environment in today's carbon world.
Hi, I'm here with...
Josh.
Josh! Josh who? Do you have a last name, son?
Logan.
Josh Logan. And we're here to talk about the good old super children. Now, Josh, what makes you so super?
Airplanes.
Yeah, what kind of airplanes?
Lots of airplanes. Airplanes from World War One, airplanes from World War Two, airplanes from Vietnam, airplanes from the Gulf War.
He just loved airplanes, and every time we'd go out to the park or whatever, he spotted an airplane and he'd wave and he'd look it up and he'd learn the type of plane that it was, and it actually became quite an obsession. So I wouldn't say it was an easy childhood.
Now, Josh, what do you do in your leisure time, your weekends? A lot of the super children don't have any lives, but I know that's not you, a roaring young man like you.
I go on Wikipedia and look up airplanes.
Wow!
Josh spends a lot of his time watching television. Here's one of his favourite shows.
Now, we're here to talk about Josh today. What was Josh's childhood like?
Fucking weird, actually.
Elaborate more, possibly?
Well, he was an SS.
A superchild syndrome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Member of the SS, and he, you know, I was like very proud of him until I realised that he was a social misfit.
Social misfit is right. Watch as Josh encounters these local schoolgirls. They reject him painfully, as you're about to see. Josh only wonders if they're asking him out on a date.
During my short tenure with Josh, I've gotten to know him, understand, and even love him. These children are not freaks, weirdos. We should appreciate them for the good they're doing and the genius they provide. Come on, Josh, let's go home. Now, Josh, I've got a bit of a funny question. It might sound a bit strange, but it's a typical question I ask a lot of people. What do you wear to bed? What do you wear to bed? What are your bed clothes?
When can I have my sandwiches?
You'll get your sandwiches after, Josh, but
Mum said you'd get me sandwiches.
I don't care what your mum said.